Hey guys, Chef Jeremy here with Launch My Health, and today we're going to talk about a couple safety tips before we get started in the kitchen. Number one, of course, wash our hands, right? So we always want to make sure that we're using, that we're using warm water, we're using soap, and that we're using disposable towels. So paper towels, you guys, is really key, and it's something that's a little bit different when we think about washing our hands in our homes. Very often we're using that the beautiful towel that's on display, right? And that can actually spread germs. So we always want to be using a single-use towel and get rid of that. That's very common in restaurants. In fact, it's mandatory by the health department, so we should be practicing that at home as well. But wash those hands before we get started. After that, I want to talk real quickly about your station setup. So this is my station that I have set up right here. I have my chef knife ready to go for me. I have my cutting board here as well, and my cutting board has these rubber feet on each of the corners, and that is going to help me keep that board in place so it's not moving around as I'm doing my cutting. Great tool here. If you have one you like that doesn't have these rubber feet though, again, go back to that disposable towel or even just a regular kitchen towel. Get it a little damp, place it smoothly underneath your board, lay that board down, and that'll help lock that in place for you as well. It can be really unsafe if that board is shifting or traveling around on you. And then we want to make sure that our board is set up right to the edge of our countertop here as well, because I want to be working, I want to stand up straight, and I want to work right beneath my line of sight. I'm going to be more accurate and I'm going to be more comfortable as well. So right up to the edge of our surface right here. Next, of course, I'm going to talk about our sanitizer towel, or keeping things clean as we're working, cleaning as you go, right? So this is my sanitizer towel. I use 1 tablespoon of bleach per quart of water, or 4 cups of water, and anything, you can use anything. This is a quart container, so I just fill it up to the line, put a tablespoon of bleach in there, and I can get my towel in there and refresh my towel as well. And that's gonna, again, help me stay nice and tidy as I'm working. It's way more fun to work in a kitchen that is clean. Now, disclaimer here, I don't want you to think that you can work on chicken and wipe it off and then go and work on vegetables, right? For things like that, we need to consider cross-contamination. So I'm talking about garlic gets sticky, right? I can wipe my board off and move on to cutting that onion. If I'm working on potentially hazardous foods like chicken, like meat, things that need to be cooked in order to be made safe, then we're gonna have to swap our cutting board out and our knife out, or wash them in between preparation techniques, okay? Speaking of that knife, you guys, knife safety. So just a couple of things. We know we need to respect the knife. We don't want to be talking with it, having conversations with that knife. It's just become automatic in a lot of us, I know that. But the safest place for a knife to be when it's not actively in use is down on your countertop or down on your cutting board and out of those hands, okay? And then, of course, any sort of electrical equipment that you might be using, just make sure that that switch is flipped off before you plug it in. We don't want to have any surprises as you go and plug that guy in. So those are our safety tips and tricks for today, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in class.